Yo, you're watching Shurkou, and we are back with some more Wild Rift Esports. And as you can see, we're jumping straight into the draft. Amihan Esports going up against Fennel Adversity in the Filipino Icon Series. Now, Amihan is the team that bans Timo and Amumu oftentimes to leave open a lot of OP picks. This time they decided against it. They ended up banning out Camille and Gragas, two very, very strong champions. Meanwhile, on the other side, Fennel decides to ban out support champions with that Lux and Janna. First pick Lee Sin, it is one of, if not the best jungler for most teams in esports right now. It is the best jungler because it just provides so much early game pressure. Meanwhile, that means that Fennel here is able to secure Fiora, the best Baron laner, and Diana. Probably the best champion in the game, for solo queue at least. Now we have a Corki and an Akali pick, so still lots of OP picks coming through. And then we have the Rakan and the Xayah, and this is always fun to watch. We don't see Rakan oftentimes nowadays in Wild Rift Esports. So yeah, always fun to check out these games. Here they're hovering the Timo, they're definitely not going to lock that in, but they are taunting their little ban, you know, their little strategy. They go for a Darius. And seems like the last pick, what is it going to be? It is a Seraphine for that support position. What is Fennel going to end here with? They need a jungler, and they pick up that Jarvan, which is very nice against Darius, because the Darius can't dash out of it. The Seraphine can't dash out of it either, unless these two champions have their flash up. So this is going to be pretty sleek. Let's see. Let's just jump straight into game. Now, as you can see in the title and thumbnail of this, well, maybe not thumbnail, but in the title, we'll have ridiculous aggressiveness this game, and that is exactly why I'm checking this out. I pressed to a random timestamp and I saw 1,000,000 kills, so that is gonna be insane. Let me move my camera to the top right, and now let's check this out. Hopefully this will be a crazy clown fiesta, because these are always fun to watch. Let's check out these lane matchups here. We have no lane swaps. Seems like Riot finally was able to fix that. We haven't seen lane swaps at all on the newest patch because of all these tower defense buffs in the early game. You will just be in a huge disadvantage if you lane swap. Now look at this Xayah Rakan lane. They're already bopping this Corki to almost dead. He also had to use his heal, but the Rakan brought Ignite, so the heal got reduced, and it is just beautiful. Now, we have both supports starting with boots, very standard. Everyone else starting with standard items as well. Interestingly, the Lee Sin already going for a sweeper from level 1. So they're going to be able to deny some vision. Maybe he's going to be able to set up some follow-up ganks with that after he sweeps. Also, let's check out these. No, never mind. Corki gets engaged. Never mind. He disengages again. Let's check out the runes, okay? Conqueror on Xayah, on Diana, very standard. Grasp on Fiora, you can also go Conqueror. But while I'm saying that, Lee Sin goes in for a gank, misses his Sonic Wave and has to retreat. Ooh, but he has to flash, man. See how powerful Rakan is? Such a strong playmaking support. Definitely, I would say the hardest support in the entire game, still. And while we're saying that, we have a 1v1 on top, but also a bot lane fight that the spectators missed, man. We saw on the minimap that Jarvan was going in deep, ended up dropping. However, the Seraphine ends up dropping as well. Is this Lee Sin gonna get the kill on Xayah? He does not. But I'm sure that Darius will be able to follow up. He is. But the Diana also flashes and gets another kill. Now the Darius will pick up a double kill. 3-3 already, 2 minutes in. See? Did I promise too much? It is crazy aggression, but hey, this is not it yet. It's gonna get worse or better, depending on what you prefer. I prefer the clown fiestas. Ooh, Darius, let's get it. Ooh, he gets the double kill, man. Or is he gonna get the triple kill? He has that ultimate. He is not able to chase. This is a level 6 Darius versus a level 3 Jarvan, you know? That is still a dead Darius though, because the Ignite is coming through. Too much damage, he can't 1v3. The Lee Sin ends up dropping as well, and we are 2 minutes in and we have 10 kills on the board, guys. Did I promise too much? I did not, man. This is absolutely insane. This is fun to watch. Huge shout out to Amihan Esports and Fennel Adversity for throwing away their brain cells real quick for the early game here, so we can have some fun watching. And in the end, it is dead even. Amihan Esports has a 200 gold lead. However, they have an extremely fed Darius. By the way, Darius went mid. Did they always lane swap? Wait, let me see. I can't see it. I would have to go too far back. I'm not sure what the setup was at the start. I believe that Darius just went mid instantly. Okay. So because I think I was seeing the Akali top lane going up against that Fiora. So yeah, they probably picked Akali mid, and then they realized, against Fiora, we don't want to put that Darius. Let's just put her top, and then put the Darius mid against the Diana. Works pretty well. You still have some nice little physical damage instead of running another mage in the mid lane, which would probably give you too much magic damage, especially with Seraphine and Corki. So I like this. Makes a lot of sense. Darius made 4-1 already. He's completing his Trinity Force very, very soon. Has already that Proto Belt. Well, while I'm saying that, the Fiora is bopping the Akali. Fiora wins every matchup, especially with Grasp of the Undying. It's just a really, really, really broken champion. She needs the fattest nerf in the history of nerfs. I'm telling you, Fiora is cracked out. If you can play her well, you are gonna win a lot of games. It's like a cheat. It's like a cannon. Look at this, man. Oh, but this Akali's doing well. Oh, nice 1v1 kill. And she has the barrier. She does not die to the last tower shot. Actually used the barrier too late there anyway. She didn't have to barrier, but I guess he wanted to play it safe. He gets the Lich Bane now on that Akali, and his team is already starting off the Infernal Dragon, which you know what it means. It's gonna be a huge team fight, and we'll see a lot of more kills. Diana is the first one to drop. The Darius gets the Rakan there as well. I believe he flashes, he's gonna get her. With the Q, he does get her. Ends up dropping as well, though. This Jarvan is surely gonna drop, and he does, and now the Fiora is the only one on the board. I believe we had a full team ace right there. Beautifully done. The other two already respawned, so it wasn't an actual ace, but Amihan got 5 kills. They also will get the dragon, and ladies and gentlemen, 5 minutes in, we have 17 kills on the board. That is pretty dumb, isn't it? But it is hilarious. Now, the Trinity Force is completed on that Darius. He has Conqueror, by the way. There's different styles of Darius players. Some go Grasp, some go Conqueror. I personally prefer Conqueror. That's what I wanted to say at the start of this little, when we were checking out the runes before we got interrupted by all these fights. The Fiora can also go Conqueror or Grasp. It depends. Oh, this Akali is smurfing, bro, with the Proto Belt as well. Pooh, I want to see that again. Come on, man. I want to see that again. Look, the 1v2, man. They completely disrespect the Akali. Absolutely one-shotting her. Look how smooth these mechanics were. Ew, man. I like this. Okay. He Qs instantly Proto Belts, man. I wanted to test out Proto Belt Akali as well. We've seen it in a previous esports match as well. I didn't get to test it, but I will one of these days, for sure. Maybe today, because this is honestly hype. That was such a clean combo, man. He has the armor boots as well against the Xayah, the Fiora, because he's going to be laning against Fiora a lot of the time. The Jarvan gets completely caught. The Jarvan is not having a good game. I'm telling you. Ooh, the Lee Sin gets caught out, though. Both junglers are getting bopped a little bit this game. This is why all the junglers in esports nowadays go for GA first, because you really just get completely destroyed. You're behind in gold. That's just how jungle works. And yeah, you are a little bit of a support. So if you have that GA with good stats as well, like GA is still broken. It's absolutely insane. But yeah, also you're in every fight as a jungler, so it is beautiful. Man, this is such a banger. We are 7 minutes in, guys, and there's 22 kills on the board. This is what we want to see. This is also a 4,000 gold lead for Amihan. They are even in towers, but they have that dragon, the Infernal Dragon, big, 6% damage only now, but still huge. Still absolutely huge. And yeah, the Jarvan ends up dropping. The Darius keeps going crazy, but is stopped in his tracks and ends up dropping as well. Almost got the pop-off there again with the ultimate train. By the way, quick little thing that I want to point out. As you probably noticed if you watch my gameplay videos as well, I go champion rune on every single champion now, pretty much, on every single champion that isn't support or jungle. Now, wow, people are like, people don't understand. The Infernal Dragon gives 6% damage, right? And how bad do you feel when the enemies get Infernal Dragon? Now imagine a rune that just gives you 10%, bruv. Do you realize how broken that is? Do you realize that even if you die twice in 2 minutes, you were still playing for 2 minutes with 10% bonus damage? Do you realize how insanely strong that makes you in lane? It is completely worth. And Brutal gives you like 7 attack damage, right? How much is that in the late game? How much is 10% damage in the late game if you play perfect? Especially on champions like Ziggs. And you get to the late game without dying. Even on champions like Yasuo, if you pop off a game, you know, if you get some early kills, which you can with the bonus champion damage, you can really definitely take it to the late game without dying. You could go for an early GA if you're a Soy. I don't do that, but you can do it. Guys, it's insane. But while I'm saying that, we have Diana going in deep, beautiful ult, but she has to retreat, ends up completely getting sold by the Valkyrie packaged up by Corki, and ends up dropping, and that is just easy kills, easy follow-up for this Akali. She just goes crazy, goes back in, has the barrier, survives the tower dive as well. Mwah. This Akali player is definitely impressing me, hyping me up to play some Akali in my live stream today. And holy moly, man, definitely someone to look out for. And his name is Carl with 3 L's. Carl. It's Carl. You're losing to Carl. And not even lightly. Look, 6, 1, and 3. He goes for a very similar build. As you guys know, I go for these small items first. But he goes for the very similar build. Lich Bane into Rabadons is pretty much my core as well. Before we complete that Infinity Orb, let's see what he goes for. Maybe Infinity Orb, maybe he will just go for a Void Staff. I've seen a lot of Akalis do that. That is the best, most burst you can get, pretty much, most of the time with that ultimate. But we have a huge teamfight breaking out again. The Dragon ended up dropping as well to Amihan. But yeah, let's get back to that champion discussion real quick. You have to try it, guys. I was skeptical as well. Like, I go back 2 months and I was not using champion on anyone because I was like, oh, you die, you lose it. But no, it's completely broken. Same for Mastermind. Mastermind is so insanely strong. Anything that remotely attacks towers, like a Diana maybe, or even a Zed, right? Just get it, man. It's insane. It gives you so much free XP, free gold, makes you deal 10% bonus damage. For someone like a Ziggs, right? I actually go for mana refill there. No, not mana refill, mana flow band, because he does tend to run out of mana. But someone like a Ziggs, you know, 10% bonus damage, or whatever it is, a certain amount of bonus damage in true damage on that ultimate to steal Baron? Come on, man. Jinx? Bro, you'll steal every single Baron. But yeah, as I'm saying, guys, you know, test out these other runes a little bit. They are insanely underrated still, even though they are that strong. Now back to the game here. We are at an 11,000 gold lead. You can see the game slowed down a little bit. The banger was really in that early game, in those first 2 minutes with those 10 kills. But that was already such a blast to watch. And now we pretty much just have Amihan playing out of their minds. Like, we have so many mechanical outplays. The Darius was playing so well in those fights. The Akali, I'm already simping him. Listen, you might think he's a cute anime girl, okay? You know, you might think he has that thigh action going on, he has that feet action going on, bro. You know, the way I'm simping him. But no, it's just Carl. He's just insane. He's just that insane. You can see he's going for probably either a Leandris or a Void Staff. I want to see the Void Staff, because the Void Staff, yes, the enemies don't have a lot of magic resistance, but the Void Staff is going to burn down so much of the base magic resistance that second part of your ult really is just gonna blow everyone out, okay? It's just gonna completely destroy the teamfight AoE. That's the point of that style of Akali game, or Akali build, but he went for a Leandris. Okay, makes sense. But yeah, you can also go for an Infinity Orb. That's what I personally prefer. that is not really gonna raise the damage of your ultimate, because well, I'm saying that the Jarvan gets completely called out again. He is respawning in GA. The Akali is very low, ends up dropping. Huge kill for Fiora. Fiora ends up dropping as well, though. We have a killing spree for Corki, and the Darius had a beautiful Q there, hitting 2 or 3 enemy members, and that is pretty much gonna finish the teamfight ace for only the Akali. Amihan dropped very low there, all of the health bars super low, but they are still able to out-teamfight Fennel here, partly due to mechanics, partly due to, a huge part, due to the gold lead, right? Because it wasn't that good of an engage. Very interesting Archangel staff on the Seraphine. She just wants to spam those abilities as much as possible. And she's just pushing down the tower. The support is pushing down the tower while her team is getting the Baron. Very nice little allocation. Now again, Seraphine is a very interesting champion that can really push towers extremely fast, because she has that, what's it called? She has a passive. That passive does so much tower damage, gives you a lot of bonus range again as well. So just insane. Don't underestimate Seraphine. If you're playing support Seraphine, attack those towers. You will chip them down very rapidly, and it is super important. While I'm saying that, the Darius ends up going in. The Fiora is the only one to drop, but the Darius is not done yet. He slows down the Diana, she flashes away, and she is safe for now. Huge bottom lane wave pushing down into that side of Amihan Esports, so they will have to defend that. I assume Darius is going to go back and instantly defend that. Meanwhile, the third dragon is going to go over to Amihan. Huge advantage. I mean, guys, it's almost a 20k gold lead. Like, there's no shot they lose, right? There's absolutely no shot. I like this little pivot here by Akali. She knows there is no way that they lose if she dies, unless she dies, right? So, yeah, she goes for a GA. Very nice. She has some attack damage ratios as well. So GA is a very good item for Akali. In esports, again, I just go full damage, man, because we're playing solo queue, guys. You gotta carry these baboons, man, okay? Don't copy all these builds for solo queue. Make sure, ooh, I like the static shift on Xayah, see? Very nice. I was gonna play that as well. Because I feel like you don't need the rapid fire cannon. Now the Darius gets completely called out, but he is just able to sustain back up, steps back into the redemption, and gets healed up right in time before the ignite takes him down. We have a double kill for the Corki now, 3 dead on the side of FLA, and I believe Amihan will just end this game. The Fiora is not going to be able to defend. Beautiful gameplay, man, especially the Akali. Guys, I know I'm simping him a lot, but I love to see some clean Akali mechanics, man. And let me tell you, these were incredibly clean. That was a joy to watch. Of course, team effort. Everybody played well. The Corki did this a lot as well, man. I don't know why they're sitting on this victory screen for so long. And let's see. Ooh, yeah. See, the Darius actually gets the MVP with most damage dealt, most kills. The Corki close to that, though, with 20k. And the Akali also at... both have about 21k. I think the Akali outdamaged him by like 40. And yeah, I mean, FLA got destroyed. They had a pretty good early game. It was even, but then pretty much done. So you can see these 2 little dips here in gold lead. That was the only point where FLA had any resemblance of a gold lead, and then phew, the stonks hit. And yeah, you might think this is Dogecoin. Anyway, guys, hey, that was a crazy one. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe, ring the notification bell if you don't want to miss this Wild Rift content on this channel, and also leave an algorithmic comment if you have nothing to say, but you want to support this video and make sure that, you know, it gets recommended to a lot of people and I get more views, you know? Anyway, guys, hey, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys the next time. Peace.